Blah, 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 blah. Hello and welcome to my first TBR. It probably won't be a really substantial or long to be read list because I am quite a slow reader. Even though I studied literature, I never quite mastered the art of speed reading or skim reading or just reading quickly, really. I like to do things in bite-sized pieces so I don't get overwhelmed by a huge mountain of books. There are 3 books on today's TBR. And let's get started. First book is Red Shoes by Carmel. I found this copy of Red Shoes on my mum's bookshelf when I went home and I grabbed it. I always grab books when I go home because there's so many. And I chose this one because I want to read more Australian fiction. Carmel is an Aussie writer and she's really well known. She's quite a big name in Australian literature. There's a short story competition named after her, which I would really like to submit to one day. The other reason that I want to read this book is while it's not a fairy tale adaptation, it is, there is a lot of intertextuality with fairy tales, starting with the name. Red Shoes is the name of a Hans Christian Andersen fairy tale. Now I've already started this one, so I'm about 60 pages in, and so I know it brings to light a lot of the foot imagery in other fairy tales too that I might have glossed over in the past. The witch in Snow White dancing in red-hot iron shoes at Snow White's wedding until she dies, the Little Mermaid desperately acquiring feet, all things that I knew about but never threaded together as a related idea, and that's what this book is doing, and with a lot of other things like the Red Shoes movie, which I didn't know about until I read this, and I kind of want to see now. So that's been really interesting so far, and I'm really excited to keep going. Number 2. It's a classic, Matilda by Roald Dahl. Now, this copy is my aunt's, who lent it to my mum, and she hasn't given it back yet, so I'm going to borrow it. You can see it's got the kind of iconic illustrations. Illustrator is Quentin Blake. I wanted to read this book because I just saw the musical in Melbourne and it was, as expected, brilliant. It was so entertaining, the songs were wonderful, very Tim Minchin but also very musical theatre, which is so enjoyable to me. And I also really liked the enthusiasm and excitement about being a child paired with the sometimes horrible isolation, rejection, fear. I thought that was brilliantly captured in the musical and I want to read the book now. Third on the list is James and the Giant Peach, also by Roald Dahl. I want to read this one for many of the same reasons that I want to read Matilda. I just want to get into some Roald Dahl. I'm also writing a children's book at the moment, and so I kind of want to immerse myself in the genre and get a feel for the kind of things that I can do, the kinds of ways of writing. I've always written for adults before. Even though I've read a lot of children's fiction, I haven't read it with writing it in mind, and so I want to do that. Luckily, this book was amongst the small amount that has come with my mum to Victoria. This one, you'll notice, is illustrated by somebody different. It's Emma Chester Clark. I don't know how to say that middle one, but even though they're not the iconic Quentin Blake illustrations, they are great. Let me find one. I don't think I've read either Matilda or James and the Giant Peach as a kid. I did read some Roald Dahl, Revolting Rhymes, SEO Trot, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory and Charlie and the Glass Elevator, and I loved those. I also saw the Matilda and James and the Giant Peach movies when I was young and loved them as well. So I'm really keen to get into those too. That's it, that's my TBR. Like I said, I want to keep it short because I don't like to overwhelm myself and I'm a slow reader. Thanks for listening. I hope you enjoyed it and have a good day.